comment, subscribe to the channel for latest and bad rap recaps, predictions, hip hop blogs, documentaries, reviews, all that good stuff. Subscribe, 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 like, share. Let's get the views up. Let's get the subscribers up. All that good stuff. Let's get into it, y'all. All right, y'all. And I'm saying, I know I missed the T.I. and 50 Cent debacle. There was a lot going on. So that's done. It's kind of calmed down. So that's done. That was a lot to keep up. So if you kept up and got your algorithm engagement up, salute to you. I couldn't keep up, son. I couldn't keep up. But something else is kind of brewing, and I'm saying it's about one of my favorite rappers, Jadakiss. Yo, it was about Jadakiss. I saw this on Math Hoffa's podcast when he had Rory Mal on there. The question of the day is, I might start doing question of the week. Question of the week, we might start it now, honestly, music related. Does Jadakiss have a classic album? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Does Jadakiss have a classic album? To be real with you, me personally, I actually had a little back and forth on Twitter with my followers and everything like that. I think Jadakiss has a classic album, y'all. I think Jada has a classic album. For some people, classic means no skips on the body of work. Some people, classic. For myself, classic means it covers all bases. It makes you laugh. It makes you cry. It makes you want to dance. It makes you want to reflect. It makes you go ooh. And it motivates you. It covers all six. And Jadakiss's Kiss of Death album covers all six. It has the dance records. It has the records that make you think. Still Feel Me is one of the best hip-hop records of all time, and it's super relatable. I've seen people cry when he performed that, and I've seen Jadakiss like at least 12 times, and I met him twice. People cried when he performed that record. You know what I mean? Has Air It Out. You know what I'm saying? Has Why, Havoc Production, Shootout. Like, that album is fire. That album is a classic album. Yeah, it has one song, Hot Sauce to Go, that people are like kind of like fooling for some reason. I'm not a big fan of that song, but it's not the worst song ever in its catalog. So it's a classic album because it covers all bases and it touches, pause, all emotions. So Jadakiss Kiss of Death is a classic album. And they were just on there just saying like, he didn't lock in with a producer like Swiss Beats. Like, you don't need a lock. Well, some people need to lock in with a producer to get the classic. Like, for example, Clips, they locked in with Pharrell. And the time that they didn't lock in with Pharrell was the Till the Casket Drop album, and that album is actually Clips' worst album out of the catalog. I think Pusha T even admitted that somehow. But some people, they're blessed to have a producer to go ahead and get their whole body of work established with, and some are not. And Kiss, and I'm saying, he reached out to, I believe, Alchemist, and I'm saying, Swiss, Havoc, Eminem, for his Kiss of Death album. And it's a classic. That album is fire to me. It's definitely his best body of work. So Jadakiss does have a classic album, Kiss of Death. And y'all need to go ahead and revisit that album. And tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm tripping, let me know in the comment. Does Jadakiss have a classic album? I know he has classic verses with his 16s. He never misses. He's one of the best with the 16s. He's definitely the leader of he's the leader of the Locks by general public consensus, the leader of the Locks, quote unquote. I don't think they have a leader, to be real with you. It's just they all, play their role and everything like that. But Kiss has a classic album, in my opinion, on his resume, which is Kiss of Death. His body work has not touched Kiss of Death since then, to be real with you. So will he drop another classic album? I think he should. And honestly, I think he needs to lock in with like Alchemist again, or like Derringer, Conductor Williams, something like that. I like to hear like Kiss on those type of beats. That'll be fire, yo, because the beats that he be picking sometimes, they're cool, but they're not like of the now. I'm saying the type of beats that rappers are rapping on now and stuff like that. They're not dated, but they're like just there. They're fire, but it's like we're rapping on but artists are rapping on these type of beats now. So it's weird. But Kiss, he's still a legend, still fire, still one of my favorite lyricists of all time. He's in my top 5 ever. And I've said this on multiple occasions. I think Jada has it in him to drop another classic, man. He just needs to lock in with like a fire producer, maybe a Large Pro or something like that. Like, that'd be dope too, Large Pro, you know what I'm saying? Pete Rock, and the Kiss will be fire. If Jadakiss locks in with those, you know what I'm saying, those classic 90s producers with a mix of like the dudes who are out now, he's gonna drop a classic. But this wasn't a long vlog. Let me know, does Kiss have a classic album? Let me know, yes or no. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Does Jadakiss have a classic album? Let me know, man. More on the way. Yeah.